Here I am with my project for Island Batik for August 2024. Our project was to make a miniature quilt, which I have done here, and now it's time to quilt it. I have gone ahead and sandwiched my fabric sandwich using some sprayed lightly with some basting spray. And I decided I am going to do sort of a cross hatch in the middle. You see I've taken with blue water-soluble pen, I've marked a straight cross hatch. But because this is such a angular straight pattern, I thought I'd throw in what I call a curvy cross hatch. And that is just following the straight lines, but doing a simple wave in there. It's a little bit more casual and can add a lot of great texture to the quilt. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to quilt that first, and then we'll move on to the outside sections of the quilt. Okay, so like I said, I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to do a nice gentle wave along that marking there. And I'll try and go this way so that you can see how it goes. All right, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to travel. And then I'm going to go back the next way. I like to do in one direction first. So I'll do all the lines going this way first, come down, and I will do these next, and then I'll start going the ones that are vertical. So that's what that looks like with what I call the curvy crosshatch. Like I said, it's a little bit more casual, a little bit more forgiving as far as the spacing goes, and those curved lines can really fool the eye. Now let's quilt the rest of this. For this next section here, I'm going to do what I call the curvy straight line. So I'm going to let my hopping foot travel along the previously stitched line to get my spacing and keep it just about the same. And it's not always exact. But what I do is I curve that line right before I hit the ditch there so that it all stays in this colored section. And I felt like that would, this design would sort of enhance these piano keys here. All right, so I've gotten to this section. I'm still a little unsure about what I'm going to do out here. So I think I'm just gonna keep on moving on, and I'm going to, while I could work this way, I find it a little bit easier for me to work this way. And so I'm going to do that. The other thing that you can do if you're worried about not having your lines straight enough is to use a straight edge. Now, instead of using it, make sure you have the grip tape on it. See, this is grip tape. Make sure you have grip tape on it, and that will help you keep everything lined up. But you have to worry about repositioning your ruler every time too. I find it a little easier to work without the ruler at this point. Okay, I have all these piano keys quilted, and now the only thing really left is this black section, and I'm still a little undecided about whether I'm going to quilt that. I have a really fun variegated thread that I think would look really good in there. But for these outside ones, I think I'm going to try and do a tight swirl in there. So let's see if we can make that happen. Okay, so that turned out pretty good. I'm going to go ahead and do that in the other ones. It will help you if you wear gloves, especially when you are working close to the edge like that. My favorite glove to use is Machinger's. So there it is, quilted so far. I did the curvy crosshatch in the middle. I did the curvy straight line in the piano keys. And then in these smaller pineapple blocks, I did a big spiral or a swirl. So my next question is, should I do something in here? I did find this variegated thread that I have that has all these colors in it. And so I thought that may be kind of fun to put some kind of small design in there, maybe some circles, pebbles, or something like that in there. So let me get that thread loaded and let's do that. Okay, I decided to go ahead and quilt in some pebbles with this variegated thread. I thought that would look kind of nice with this. So let's get quilting. I've already done a few and I ended up, had my bobbin ran out, so I changed my bobbin and now we're gonna keep on going.